What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. So we got a couple things to do this episode, but the first thing we're doing is just going straight north from the Skidoo Altless West Grace. Now, I'd actually forgotten about this. There's a larval tier right over here. I got it mixed up with the one we got before the Great Bear, but you can never have too many larval tiers. So I'd already picked it up, but you can just run right here. Come on, Torrent, get up there. There we go. Right when you hop off the cliff, you'll have one waiting right here for you. And I started running ahead a little bit, but we're going to go back to Ruined Forge of Starfall Past. You should have that grace. And then we're going to round the corner from here to pick up a grace just past the dragon, and then we're going to take out the dragon. So we already have our Inseparable Sword on. I also have Sacred Relic Sword on, because this is kind of an annoying fight. There's a lot of stuff to take out. I was running around testing all the new weapons, so I'm going to be showing those off this episode as well. The Cirque, the Smith's Grip Spear, and then I finally went back and leveled up the backhand blades, because I've been sitting on them for a while. I've been using them in the prep, and they've been very good. So I was like, oh, well, if I'm using them in prep, I don't need to use them in the walkthrough as well, but I might as well. Doesn't hurt to mix up our weapon variety, and we're going to be fighting a large variety of enemies this episode, so we'll be showing off the new weapons that we picked up that are, well, the ones that align with dexterity at least. So the dragon is going to be sitting here fighting a bunch of stuff. For the time being, at least, you just want to run on past the dragon. We're just swinging through this little cavern, and that's going to get you a grace. So just run right on up. And right there, we have a grace that is waiting for us. This is the Moor Highway South. So just a quick little loop. And once you have that, let's go and take out the dragon. Now this fight can actually be pretty annoying because the dragon is fighting an entire Mesmer battalion, essentially. And so, you know, we got all these dudes that are attacking the dragon. And so if you decide to get in on the fight and try to hit the dragon yourself, these guys can get involved. So your best bet here is to kind of just let them fight the dragon until the dragon takes them out. We are going to use Wave of Gold to try and help the dragon out here. Try and soften up the enemies a little bit. We're obviously hurting the dragon while we're doing this, but the biggest thing is just getting rid of a majority of those enemies so that we can focus on the fight with the dragon. And the biggest threat is getting rid of the Black Knights. As long as you get rid of them, you'll be in good shape. Alright, is it time to play? Remember when he does that rear back, just get up out of the way. Don't want to get hit by that. There we go. Dragon is down. Oh god. See, and this now that the dragon's dead, all the leftovers are attacking me. You can kind of see why I don't like this fight, because if these guys start shooting you in the middle of the encounter with the dragon, it's quite annoying to deal with. Clean them up real fast though. So all the times I've done this fight, the enemies, like, you're not getting a lot of loot out of it. There is one very important piece of loot that is right here waiting for us. And that is the repeating crossbow. This is the crossbow that that dude in the jail at the start was using. Very, very, very good. Alright, so from here, I'm just going to run out to the east a little bit. We're going to get another Skidoo tree fragment by unsealing that. Let's hop up. Just run around the corner here. You can obviously use your Mog Shackle as long as that's still working. And hop up top. And now we're just going to run around here. We're just basically following the road. This is a really weird area because there's really nothing up here. I mean, there's a good view and a grace and a skidoo tree fragment, but that's really it. It's kind of like a larger area, I don't know. I feel like there should be something here. Maybe there's some big unknown secret that people will eventually uncover, or maybe it's just a nice view. Abandon here my eye. Our skidoo tree fragment, we'll hit this. We'll head back down. We're going to make it daytime first so we can see, and of course pick up another blessing level. Well, let's just make it morning. We have a long run up ahead. I'm going to throw on some of those new weapons now that we're done fighting the undead. So let's see, we're going to use the spear, we're going to use the circ, and then I'll throw on the backhand blade as a backup. Where's my shield that I love so much? There we go. Now with these, obviously I don't have the intelligence, so keep in mind there's usually lots and lots of helmets. Like if I swap over to the cat head, that's going to give me the int. So just an easy way to try out a weapon if you're just barely missing the Rex without having to worry about a full respec. So now we're just running on down. We're going to go to Morth Village and knock out some stuff there, but there's a route that we want to take. Involves getting us a new revered spirit ash, get more fragments. Right, and where are we? Perfect, right on track. So just jump on down for that, and we're just gonna head straight north towards these big trees. And you can kind of see it off in the distance already, but that little structure over there is gonna have a revered spirit ash. We're gonna be, actually, you know what? Let me use a. Before we go further, pop one of these guys. There's some curse blades here, and I still want their weapon for this character. The nice thing about the spear is I can still do the whole, like, shield poke thing, but if they get far, I can chuck it. Oh no, the grab attack! Please, drop your weapons. Someone in the comments was like, oh, I've gotten 2 pairs already. I'm like, son of a bitch. I haven't gotten any. So putting on the smithing talisman will buff that a little bit, make the throwable a little bit stronger. And it's not bad. It's not going to be, like, carrying you through the game, but, that's nice. It's still decent because, if nothing else, it gives throwing attacks to characters that typically would not have that ability. The range on these used to be insane. You can see there's a damage drop off the farther it goes. So as he's getting farther, it was like 300 and then it got down to 250. And there's another curse blade. So let me put Braggott's War on real fast. Put that on this just to make it hit a little harder. Oh my goodness. No! Ah. To be honest, initial impressions of the spear aren't as favorable. I feel like I would have killed this thing already with a different weapon. definitely on the shorter side of range for a spear. Thankfully, this is probably the hardest thing in this area. In Morth Ruins. Will you be the one? Nope, still no drop. Either way, we'll get the Skidoo tree fragment from killing that guy. Let's see, the broken building right here. We're going to jump into that. Down here we get a rather interesting talisman. Shattered Stone. Helps buff certain skills. And then after Shattered Stone, we have a Shadow 3. Should be right here. Then we're going to head on down. Yeah, I think we can take the spear off. I feel like I'm struggling a lot. Spear. Got the string. You can actually make the jump to land over where we're at right now. So we get the string. There should be some mushrooms. Wait a minute. Did we pick up the mushrooms already? We did. Okay. White flesh mushroom, string. We go down and there should be a gold horn that's behind us. Spear we get later is significantly better, but that's still a while off. As you make your way through, should be some enemies that we can drop onto. And over here we'll pick up golden arcs. Not bad. I think there's a lot of spells that are much better, but not bad. Over here, drop. And then we can drop again. Grab the Shadow Sunflower. Kill this dude if you want. The range on this definitely got nerfed. Actually, I had this in my one of my weapon showcases, and I was loving it, and now it's just like, you know, they poof really quickly. I'm going to climb up this, and that is going to give us access to Bonny Village. Very long ladder. You definitely don't want to miss this, because this is how you get to this whole side of the map for Altus. Alright, so before we do Bonny though, we're actually going to go back over here and we're going to knock out the Fort of Reprimand so we can hop back over to that Morth Highway South Grace that we picked up earlier. And real fast, just to show this, there's this body of water right here. I've explored it a couple times. It's just full of a bunch of the Wiggly Boys and then like a turtle in the middle. But killing the Wiggly Boys, killing the turtle, nothing's come of it, which is strange to me. I feel like there's something there. But either way, into Morth Ruins we go. So actually right before that, let me scroll the notes. For now, go to Highway South. Yeah, right, so we're good. Obviously, we already talked about this, but the side entrance to Morth is over here. What I did not touch on in the video, because I didn't think people were going to go exploring, but we have some Virgin Abductors out here. So there's one, there's two. If you just drop down and you run right back where we did, they shouldn't be a problem, but if you decide you want to go looking over there, just be aware of those. Anyway, head on in, and the first thing we got is a Omen Killer. Put on some buffs. Circle worked quite nice. Now there are a bunch of just like little loots around here. None of this is really worth anything. It's all like, you know, throwing daggers, broken runes, ghost glove were 1. But just take a quick loop. Just loop around, grab all the goodies you see. Blessed bone shard. There's one over here. There's one back in that corner. And once you have all that, we're going to take this side path and jump down into the sewer here. This will bring us to a Shadow Realm Rune 4. And then when we go down, there is another Omen Killer that should be coming around the corner. There he is. You know what? They do a great job at applying Frostbite, that's for sure. And the first Iris of Oculation, that's going to be very important to get us a weapon earlier, or a weapon later, so definitely make sure you come down here. Now the America's Rune, this is just straight 80,000 runes. It's just Remnants of America. This is, you pop it, 80,000 runes, no special quest or anything. Let's consider it a payday. So. Anyway, after we've killed that guy, we're going to run on out, grab this. I ain't reaching that. Mesmer Soldier Ashes are actually kind of decent, like for, you know, for a Soldier Ash. But it has one of the dudes that has like the spear and the shield, and then it has one of those angry guys with the axe, and well, you've seen how hard he hits us, so they perform decent for what they are, I think. Alright, now that we are up top, I believe this side's empty, but I'm going to confirm, because I always forget. Yes, this side is empty, but there is a sign. Castle ahead, that's brilliant. Truly do find the largest pieces of insight in the world of Elden Ring, the messages. Alright, the boss isn't there. Don't go there just yet, though. For that, we can grab a dew gem. We can get a grace right here, which would be nice in the event that you die. And then before you run for that loot, run the corner and take that guy out. And we'll pick up the Blessed Bone Shard and we'll work our way back. So this boss is basically just a fancy dude with a twin blade. Doesn't do anything too crazy. So shouldn't really be much of a challenge. We could actually get this guy done real fast now too. I reach him from here. Come down. Come on. Come down. Come down. Come over this way. Come this way. Oh, that range is depressing. Damage is very nice, though. I'm gonna dip inside. Oh, I missed the jump. There we go. I'll take him out. Yeah, regular backhand blades are just incredibly good. Been sleeping on them for a bit. But aspects of the Crucible Wings is that same move he was just using. You can use it with a lot of weapons, but it's obviously the best on Twin Blades. Twin Blades get a unique spin-to-win animation as you do that, which is obviously very nice. So if you've been looking for a new Ash for your Twin Blades, that's an excellent choice. Fortunately, you can't get bleed with it, but you can do lightning, sacred, heavy, king quality, all that stuff. You can put bleed on it though. Oh, turn into a literal prop rotor as you just mow somebody down. That would be hilarious. And so there's some more loot here, but that was the boss of the area. It's interesting that it never let me. Have I not rested at all? I wonder if it's because I had Mimic up on the dragon and then didn't rest. Probably. But the rest of this area is just basic dudes. Just basic dudes. So, run on down. Go ahead and grab the festive grease. And we're actually going to sneak behind here. I don't have my lantern. That on so you can see a little better. Go. And in this chest, we had a very nice talisman, a Flame Drake 3. For that, jump on down, and then we're going to be going that way, but you can around the corner first for a fireproof pickled liver. If you continue going this way, this just leads us up to the courtyard, so there's no reason to go that way. Go in here. And this is the other room. This is where we were fighting all those dudes right over there, and we jumped across. I want to take this down. Hello. OG walkthrough vibes. Or Frost Stomp. Spirit Grave, loot, and I believe that's it. Let's see. Twin Blade Knight, twin past the Archway for Fireproof Liver, clear the dudes, and then we're going to warp back to Bonny. So, once we are done, head on over to Bonny Village, and we can probably, I think we can clear Bonny Village this episode. Go ahead and pump our Revered Spirit Ash up again. Now this area has a lot of dudes in it, so we're gonna pull on out, well, you know what, why not? We'll kill him the old-fashioned way. Let me scroll the notes to Bonny. Where's Bonny? Bonny. We got the cookbook. Warp over to Bonny. Okay, so we're just gonna head on south into the village. We're gonna pull out our homie. There's just a bunch of these guys that are just hanging around. There are like 3 invader type enemies as well. But the loot here is actually pretty limited, so we're just going to grab the big things. Hefty Cracked Pot. There's a jail across that bridge, but we're going to fully clear out the village first before we worry about the jail. These are the dudes, the greater potentate. There's no escaping. You've been frostbitten. see why I was considering putting on down. This is what I was thinking about putting on Sacred Relic Sword. There's just so many of these shadow dudes hanging around. Alright, so let's see. Head from the village ahead and to the left is the butcher knife. That's right here. Bonny butchering knife compared to the other one that's in the game. This one has a strength focus scaling, which is nice. Afterwards, we can jump down into this pit. For the dogs. I really like the chakram dance thing. It reminds me of, I don't remember her name, character from Dynasty Warriors. Just gonna run down here, get another revered spirit ash. Speed things up a little bit. And then we'll run down the other way. Don't worry, your Mimic will teleport along. Which I might be mixing it up. I did an Ashen Summon test on the recent stream. Did a bunch of max level Ashen Summons against that dragon, Senesax, to see how stuff was stacking up. Mimic won, but there were some... the runner-ups weren't too bad. Right, so go back up into the village. There's just more dudes to kill around here. More dudes to kill and another cracked pot that we can get. Alright, after you clear things out, and you're at this bridge, we're going to head north to get a very, very important emote. Alright, over here by this tree, we get Oh Mother. Now, Oh the Mother is important because we actually need it to access an entire section later in the game. So, if you are missing the Oh Mother emote, just to show exactly where we are at here. Very, very important. You can go ahead and swap that out whenever. You're not going to need May the Best win anymore. That is a pretty interesting guard counter, the fact that we're sliding back and throwing it out. Pretty cool. That should be all of our potentates. There's our final hefty cracked pot. And now we're just going to cross this for the whipping hut, and then we'll run up ahead and grab a grace. Now, if you hadn't gone to the Shadow Keep, right around this point, you'll also break the Miquella's seal. So, kind of going back to what I said about how there's basically an invisible line going across the map, and as you approach the boundary, it's going to break that seal. But Tooth Whip, just a whip with built-in poison on it. Pretty cool. Just does the pain, encourage obedience. Grab it. Do not rest, though. We don't want to rest. We just want to get it to teleport back here for the next episode. But we're going to run back down. Actually, you know what? forget it, because this is going to be faster anyway. We'll just warp back to Bonny Village, and then we're going straight south to that mark right there. And that'll get us over to good old Bonny Jail, where we get a very nice shield, some very edgy armor, and a new Ashen Summon. Pretty decent one, too. Thanks for the broken rune, boys. Let's run across the bridge. I think I'm going to just work with regular backhand blade more. That way I can put on my nice helm again. You know how fashion is, fashion Elden Bling matters, you know? You can fight the scorpions, ignore them, whatever you want to do. And actually, I need to check my weapons. I need something that's fire. I was doing some... On the prep build, I discovered that the magma sword completely trounces the big flesh people. But either way, we're going to wrap things up here now that we have reached the Bonny Jail. Free to try it yourself if you want. Nothing you can really mess up here. But next episode, we're going to clear Bonny Jail. We're going to go over here, get some stuff, get another fire dude. We're going to hit up a shrine. We're going to get another forager guy, get some graces for later, and then get on over here and at least reach the cathedral. We're not going to do that side quest yet, though. But either way, stay tuned, and I will catch y'all soon when we continue.